What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Hope you're all having a great day so far. Getting into this episode of GH, that whole argument between Christina, Sam, Molly, it was totally just stupid. It's like Molly sitting there telling Sam and all them that it was inappropriate of Sam to go to the garage to confront Brando on her behalf. First of all, Molly, if you don't want your sisters in your business like that, or you don't want them handling your business for you, my advice, stop telling them your business. Like, seriously, Molly shouldn't be telling her sisters all of her business. I understand confiding in them about certain things, but it's also certain things that you should not tell them. You know what I mean? You got to keep some things in your life private. It's not everything's not your family members' business, especially if you feel like you want them to butt out of your business. If you don't want them in it, don't put them in it. That simple. Um, I had to agree with Sam, unfortunately, on a couple of things. One, I think Molly should just tell TJ because it's obvious that this thing is burning a hole in Molly. Like her conscience is eating at her, obviously. So it's like, why not just get it off your brain and just tell TJ what happened? Because it's like it's eating at her. And you can see it because even the way she talks about it, she feels horrible. So get it off your chest, tell TJ the truth, and deal with the fallout. Let the chips fall where they may. And of course, Christina sitting there, oh, it was only a one night stand. It's not a big deal or whatever. Christina, I had to agree with Sam again. Christina, shut up. Molly is not you. She's not you. She's not Sam. She handles her business the way she handles it. She's different from you, and she handles situations differently than Christina would. I had to agree with that. And Christina sitting there getting all offended. I'm like, you can get offended all you want by what Sam said, but what Sam said was the truth. Christina sitting there trying to tell Molly what she would do, basically. Oh, you should keep it a secret, and yeah, but that's what you would do. Molly's not you. She's cut from a different cloth than you are. She's way different. So basically, Christina and Sam got into it, and Christina threw Jason up in her face, and um, so she threw Jason in Sam's face, and then Sam basically Christina felt like Sam was blaming her for Sam's current situation with going to jail, the parole situation, Shiloh. Christina felt like Sam was basically blaming her, and Sam admitted, "Yeah, I do blame you." See, that's where I disagree with Sam. That's where I disagree with Sam. You being put in jail, you being on parole, you not being able to see Jason is not Christina's fault. Let's be clear. Shiloh coming to town is not Christina's fault. Let's be clear on that one again. You started this. This drama with Shiloh goes way back into your past, not Christina's past, but yours. You would have run around here conning men out of their fortunes and stuff like that. And one of the men that you conned just so happened to be Shiloh's father. So of course he tracked your ass down and now he wanted revenge. That's all on you. That's not on Christina. He targeted Christina because of you. He knew damn well who Christina was. He knew who she was related to. He knew that. Shiloh's a smart person. You can't tell me he doesn't do his research. He knew Christina because he knew who you were. He targeted your damn sister because of you. That was on you. So all of this is your fault. You can blame Christina all you want. She puts the blame on Christina because she don't want to admit the real. She don't want to admit the truth. The truth is you set this in motion all them years ago. Get mad all you want to. This is on you. But I'm here for it though. I'm here for the argument. Cause I think when you got siblings, I think a lot of truths need to be told, whether people want to hear it or not. I think it's time. You when you're going through so much, you have to clear the air. But I mean, if you're gonna get into an argument like that with your sibling, at least yell out the right stuff. At least tell the truth. Don't sit there and pull out no false information just to try to make it seem like you're winning and whatever. Put out the right information. Like Sam sitting there trying to blame Christina. No, 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 no. See, that's negative. That's false information. If you're gonna get into it, tell the real. Get everything out in the open. I know Alexis was just embarrassed. Like her three grown daughters sitting there acting like children. I know she was embarrassed. And Alexis know her daughter. She knew that they was full of it when she came in and saw them arguing and stuff like that. She knew it was not what they claimed it was. So of course Molly finally told Alexis, she slept with Brando. And, it was a one night stand. Her and Jordan got into it, just kind of confessed all her sins. But I mean, if Molly really want to fix this, then you need to tell TJ the truth. It's just that simple. Tell the boy the truth. It's better to come from you than to have Brando or Sam or whoever slip up and TJ overhears it. You know what I mean? Because once that happened, it's a wrap. You could kiss that relationship goodbye. Maybe, because you know how TJ, I don't think he's gonna, take it too well if it came from somebody else. And if time passes, he ain't gonna take it well. He definitely won't. So anyway, moving on from that. Julian and Neil. Julian was pissing me off today. Julian really was. He was getting on my nerves. The way he kept trying to blame Neil for everything, talking about some, oh, you're the reason she started drinking again. Julian, shut the hell up. Shut up. Shut up. Because if you want to throw that out your ass, then you could just simply blame yourself for Alexis drinking in the first place, turning into an alcoholic with all the foolishness that you put her through during your marriage, during your relationship. All the foolishness. Trying to kill her, all of that. Lying. Like, if anything, you could say you were the reason she started drinking in the first damn place, you fool. Don't sit here and try to throw darts and blame and stuff like that. He was pissing me off with Neil. Sitting there talking about, oh, you try to keep your relationship with Alexis like a dirty little secret or whatever. First of all, him and Alexis had to keep what was going on between them quiet. And they knew, because for professional reasons, they couldn't flaunt their relationship or whatever they were trying to do. They couldn't go public with the fact that they wanted to date each other. They couldn't do that. And for this exact reason. Because now he done lost his career. Alexis is going to be in trouble with the law, with the bar association. This is why they had to keep it quiet. So he wasn't trying to keep Alexis quiet, his relationship with her, like some little well-kept secret. That's not what it was about. It was about their careers. That's what it was about. If it wasn't for their careers, of course they would have went public. Why wouldn't they? But for professional reasons, they had to be quiet about it. It was Julian's dumbass fault as to why the medical board found out about it. Because you wanted to publicly come at them in front of a bunch of nurses, doctors, and whoever else, and put their business on Front Street. Now they in trouble, and you sitting there smirking about it when Neil told him that he just basically lost his career. Julian sitting there with a little smirk on his face. I would have knocked that smirk right off his damn face. I would have knocked him on his ass. If I was Neil, I would have Floyd Mayweather him so fast. I'm gonna sit there with some little stupid ass smirk. But Julian sitting there basically telling Neil, well, at this point, you need to be there for Alexis or whatever. Even Neil was a little confused by that, because he was like, 1 minute you don't want me with her, next minute you're telling me to be with her. But Julian was basically like, yeah, I'm telling you to be with her because she want to be with you. You know what I mean? Make her happy and make sure she don't drink. Well, here's the thing. Alexis is a grown woman. If she's going to drink, she's going to drink. That's a lot, when you're dealing with a recovering alcoholic or drug addict or whatever, when life gets stressful and they're dealing with too much, they turn to their addiction. They fall off the wagon. It happens to a lot of people, because life just hits them too damn hard. So I think that's what happened with Alexis and why she fell off the wagon, because life just hit her too hard. Hopefully she could stay on the wagon and she could, fix her career, make sure her career don't go down in flames, hopefully. But I do like her and Neil together, but, hopefully they could fix this situation between them with any luck. Anyway, moving on from that. That damn Nicholas and Ava going at it again. Ava is going ape shit over this stupid portrait reveal. She sent out invitations. Like, who is coming to your house for a portrait reveal of you? Like, how narcissistic can you be? I love me some Ava, but damn. I mean, the only way I would go to that party is if, just for the free food and liquor. I mean, for the free food and champagne, because it's going to be champagne. That's the only reason why I would go. I wouldn't give a damn about your portrait. Like I'm not about to take no boat all the way to nobody's house just to go see some little butt picture of you that you're going to hang above the mantle, the fireplace, or whatever. No. Mm-mm. No, I would not. I'm not going for that. That's some foolishness. Yo, this right here is so blazing. Um, this juicy juice, white grape. I love this. White grape juicy juice is the best. Um, no, my fault. It's the white grape apple juicy juice. Juicy Juice is one of my favorite brands. I've been drinking that shit for years. Like it's such a good brand, but I love it. So anyway, Nicholas come up in there acting a plum fool over some trees that Ava wanted the gardener to move, the landscaper to move or whatever. Nicholas is dead set on keeping Windermere exactly the way it is. He don't want nothing changed, nothing moved. Um, so Ava, of course, is probably on her 10th martini. Because every time you see Ava, she got a martini in her hand. Um, so basically, he saw a letter on the table or whatever that she pointed out to him. I guess it's from Spencer. I wouldn't be surprised if Nicholas wrote that damn letter to himself. I wouldn't be surprised. But apparently, Spencer basically wrote out that he would forgive Nicholas under one condition, that Nicholas divorces Ava for her betrayal because she simply betrayed him during the time that Nicholas was thought to be dead. So that's the only way he would forgive his father. And of course, Ava reminds Nicholas that if they get a divorce, she gets 90% of the Cassadine fortune, and Nicholas will basically be asked out because that other 10% is supposed to go to Spencer anyway. So, um, Nicholas, he brought up Kiki and Avery or whatever, and Ava slapped the bejesus out of him and gonna sit there and tell him, "Oh, don't bring up my children, my kids, or whatever. Don't ever try to use my kids against me." Ava, you're a hypocrite because you did the exact same thing to him. As soon as you said that, you turned around and basically mocked him and taunted him and told him, "Oh, what are you gonna choose? The money or your son? Be a father. You gonna choose your money or you gonna be a father to your son? Which one?" See, you're doing to him what you accused him of doing to you. You slapped him and told him not to use your kids against you, but you turned around and used Spencer and his fortune against him. That's exactly what you did. Pot meat kettle. You know what I mean? Like, don't sit there and try to twist it. And how you gonna do the? It's hypocritical. Like, how you gonna do that? You're mad at him because he brought up your daughters, but you get the right to bring up his son? Hell no. So you already know Nicholas is gonna do any and everything to make sure that he get her to cheat, so that way he can get the mansion. So of course he went to go see Elizabeth, try to butter her up, and of course Franco went to go see Ava because he was supposed to be finishing up her portrait, and of course she up in there crying and they hug. Nicholas and them are definitely trying to get the other to cheat. That's exactly what they trying to do. Um, Speaking of Franco and Liz, they were sitting there. Ava was shady for them invitations. That invitation that she sent Franco and Liz, that was shady. Basically talking about, oh, Franco's fall from grace 10 years ago. Like, why are you bringing up his past in the damn invitation? That's supposed to be your bestie. Like, that's supposed to be your friend. Like, I understand she trying to get people, drum up publicity to get people to come to that little dumbass party of hers. But come on now, you shouldn't have did that to him. But I mean, I like how Franco didn't really take offense to it because, like he said, it's public knowledge. Everybody knows what he did in the past. You know what I mean? He's not trying to run from it. But I just felt like it was tacky. I have to agree with Elizabeth. I felt like it was tacky on Ava's part to put that in the invitation. Like, you did not have to put that in the invite. You really didn't have to do that. That was tacky. Especially to somebody that you call a friend, quote unquote. Um, But Franco at this point just I respect it. Franco's doing whatever he got to do at this point. This is why I'm loving the story that they kind of gave Franco and Liz, like about their little money troubles or whatever. But I know everybody keeps saying, Elizabeth makes good money as a surgical nurse. Of course she does. Yeah, she makes good money. But you got to think about that, though. She makes good money per year, but you got to think like you're raising three boys. It's expensive as hell to live in New York. They have three cars that they're paying for, plus parking, plus gas, plus car insurance, rent, utilities, three whole boys. You know what I mean? You got to feed them, buy clothes, all of that stuff. It's not cheap. And you got one that's on his way to college. And that's what Franco's worried about right now, the college. He got to pay college for Cameron. And that's what he's worried about. Then they got two more boys that they got to pay college for. But I'm pretty sure if Jake wants to go to college, I'm sure Jason can cover that. I'm sure Jason could cover that easy, or the Quartermains, whichever one. So I think Jake, if he wants to go to college, I'm sure he'll be fine. Monica, whoever, paid for it, of course. So, but as far as Aiden and, Cameron and stuff, that's who Elizabeth and Franco really got to worry about paying for their college, because college tuition is expensive. Especially depending on what school they go to. But any school is still expensive with them classes. You're paying well over $1,000. Easy. A few grand. You know what I mean? Like just for, tuition and then the books and all that. If they don't get financial aid, because you know how financial aid is. Financial aid is so tricky. It's like if you make too much money, you can't get it. If you don't make enough money, you still can't get it. Like you got to be in between with financial aid. Like that's just sometimes how it is. Like it's a mess. Like seriously. So I salute Franco for, busting his ass trying to, pay these bills. And that's what he was doing. He was just trying to see what he could pay now, see what they could put off and pay later. I feel like it's a realistic storyline, because most of the people in that damn town is rich. So I'm glad to see some people that's not, that got real life struggles like the rest of us in the world. It makes it more relatable, and I like it. Definitely makes it more relatable. But of course, Franco and Liz kind of got into it about the art and all that mess. So Liz was a little testy. I just really hope Franco and Liz don't fall into that trap of Nicholas and Ava's. Like I really hope that they're smart enough to rise above that foolishness, straight foolery. So anyway, moving on from that, Jason and Brando are talking or whatever. Brando decided to stay in town. He told Jason about how Sam came to the shop. Jason, of course, was wondering why Sam was there. Because, he got to keep tabs on her 24/7. And likewise, she got to keep tabs on her Jason. So he basically was talking about how Molly Carr was there or whatever. And Jason kept giving him this look. Because you know how Jason be giving people the death stare. And Jason was like, oh, don't mess with Sam. Or you shouldn't mess with Sam. Jason, shut the hell up. I'm going to say this again for the people in the back. Nobody is scared of Sam. Nobody's afraid of her. End of it. Nobody's scared of her. Period. That's on period. Nobody's scared of Sam McCall. Sam McCall, Kane, Morgan, Kane, whatever. Ain't nobody scared of her. And all her other 50 husbands that she conned, all their last names, ain't nobody scared of her. Period. So, they started talking about motorcycles, and Sam knows a lot about motorcycles. I really don't trust Brando. I'm just going to be honest. I really just don't. Because, Jason was trying to wonder why Christina and, Sam don't like him or whatever. But he explained the whole DOD comment or whatever. I'm like, them McCall girls, or some of them Davis girls need to just get over their damn self. It ain't like the man knew that the girl was in a coat. He didn't know. So it's like, get over yourself, calm down. He apologized, let it go. But when Jason give a look to somebody, you know what that mean. That mean he don't trust you fully. And I think he really didn't trust Brando when Brando up and decided to stay in Port Charles. I think he got a funny feeling about it. Because I do too. I don't know. I mean, he hasn't done anything wrong per se. I just don't trust. I'm high alert with new people. Because new people that come in and you don't really know too much about their background. Plus his mother is shady. And if your mom is shady, that means your ass is shady. I'm just saying, we all know Gladys is shady. She's shadier than a big ass palm tree. I'm just saying, that woman is nuts. She's shady. That means your son might be shady. A shady mama, shady baby. It happens. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't trust them. You know, he hasn't done anything per se to make me not trust him, but I'm just keeping my eye on Brando. And some people said Brando was 50 or some shit like that. They don't look like no 50-year-old. Unless he drinking a lot of water or something. They don't look like no 50-year-old to me. But anyway, I believe that's everything. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. I'll see y'all all later. Hope y'all have a great day. Peace.